Hide the live video shit. Alright. I'm gonna try this motherfucker again. This ain't working out for me. And they made me sad. Hopefully this motherfucker will work. Hold on. Put! What up, Put? Daddy! Lady Marie! What'd you say? Get out the bathroom, girl. I'm fucking around in here. I can't get my green screen to work. I don't know. It's this new phone. Something wrong. I don't know. I can't figure it out. And it's getting on my damn nerves. Hey y'all, welcome to Definition of a Troll. Definition of a Troll. Good, y'all, what's the definition of a troll? I got my other phones, because we're going to listen to some stuff. Y'all know I just put the members only thing up, but I'm not looking for nobody to join it. I just clicked it. Just because it was there, now I want to turn it the hell off, and I got to figure out how to do it. I'm fooling around with the shit. I just got up to get the goddamn phones. Now what I do with them? You know what? Oh, this is bullshit. What the hell? Everybody who I mailed their glasses to, y'all should be getting them soon. They should be here at least by tomorrow. I'm looking for somebody to tell me they got their stuff. I got a bunch of broke ass phones. What you say? Sugar when she mad. What do you mean? I got a bunch of broke ass phones. I don't know which one gonna work out for me. I don't know. I'm trying to see. I ain't fucking with you, Put. I just got it. Definition of a troll is sugar when she mad. No, So like I was looking at some of my stuff, and it say members only, right? And so a lot of stuff that I had marked members only, I'm starting to look at some of them videos, and I'm saying, y'all, they go way, way, way back. Now there was a particular panel that Truth was asking me that I have a copy of it. And I have a copy of it. I believe this is the one. I sent her one other one. But this one was showing a lot of stuff. This one was showing a lot of stuff, but the definition of a troll, I had like so many different definitions, and I should have said definition of trolling, because there's so many different variations of it. Now y'all know everybody got a hater, and there's always somebody that's going to be, trying to fuck your shit up. Everybody know that, right? So on the internet, there's a difference between a troll and then troll behavior, right? So a troll is just somebody that just want to come in and talk shit and disrupt the flow of the chat, right? That's a troll, right? When we talk about people having troll behavior, these is people that have a personal vendetta against you that is going to start creating troll behavior. And troll-like behavior comes in everybody, all of us, especially the ones who look up people's information and shit like that. Now, I'm not saying that that person isn't particularly a troll, but I think when you start doing all that kind of shit, like doxing and putting people's houses up and shit, we start acting like we got troll behavior. So all of us, I'm saying, every internet content influencer on this motherfucker got troll behavior. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Everybody got the ability to be a troll. Now, when trolling becomes harassment, that's when you start displaying the shit, doing the most. And then it's always like, all right, you did it to me, and so I'm gonna do it back to you, and so I'm gonna do it to you, and you're gonna do it to me, and that's the mixture of a rivalry, right? You got somebody that's hating on you, and so you hating on them back, and then that's the activity, right? And then that's when all the confusion and bullshit start happening, right? And then all of a sudden, you got drama. So trolling and troll behavior is like one of the same sort of kind of. But when you put troll behavior with troll, so troll plus troll behavior plus hateration, all right, plus doxing, right, making phone calls and all of that shit, that's drama. The only time I see views over top of views over top of views over top of views is when it's drama, right? So some people don't know that, you can just have a regular channel and not really have no drama. But if you want to rehash the shit, you got to say to yourself, well, damn, am I being a troll? Am I really, right, for real, the definition of a troll is me? That's true. That's true, see? But we all got troll behavior. We all act like trolls. Some of us act like trolls when we just sit, hiding in the cut. Some of us act like trolls when, we start going back and forth. The reason why the bullshit don't stand in court is because we go back and forth, right? But then you got the other kind of trolls. The motherfuckers that try to surmise your life. The ones that's always talking about money and what you ought to be doing and that type shit, right? That's a different kind of troll. All right, that's a different kind of troll. That's the difference between obsession and troll. So troll obsessive behavior. Let's just name that shit. Troll would be T-O. You a tob. You are a tob. A T-O-B. Troll obsessive behavior. I just gave a motherfucker a new diagnosis. Somebody type that in the chat for me if you can. Troll obsessive behavior. You are a tob. We're going to name you a tob. Okay? Because your obsession, you know, it's to create drama. Okay, ain't it? Ain't that what it's supposed to do? So we trolling, right? So the troll is acting in troll behavior to create drama, and now it's become obsessive. So they are a tob, a troll obsessive behavior motherfucker. Meaning that everything you do, everything you say, everything, these motherfuckers want to know when, how, where, and what. You know, I just listened to Helmet on one of these motherfuckers, just a brief little thing that came across as I'm looking at this old ass phone that I got that won't work. And it was her when I first came back on, when I was, you know, in my car homeless, right? And people had when the bitch tried to get me out the shit, y'all remember? And everybody was cash apping me that day. Everybody continued to cash app me until I got through, right? This bitch goes to say, oh, she didn't have no violation. She just trying to get up the rest of that rent. There you go, Lady Marie, thank you. You know, and what really gets me is how the fuck you know what's going on with me personally, to whereas you are worried about the cash app gifts and the blessings that people have blessed me with. And then why is it that after that, and I'm trying to bless somebody else, you worried about that too? You know what I mean? So you are tob, because you're doing the most. All right, you're doing the most and you're getting the least gratification from it, because, I mean, it's just momentarily, right? Okay, y'all follow me now, follow my conversation. When we go back and forth with people, like a tob, okay, we also become obsessive too. Because now I find myself, bitch, I want to see what you're saying myself. You see how you get sucked in? See how they suck you in? Something I thought I would never see. And I gotta say it now, because the cutbacks is coming rapidly. See? Because people try your patience till your patience be tried till there ain't no more patience in you. So, when you hear people getting frustrated to the point where they be like, I want to do anything to this motherfucker to get them to stop. You know, I want to do anything that will get them to come from behind the screen. I want to get them. But really all you got to do is just stand there and let them fall flat on their face, because everything that they try to do to you, they dig in their grave for you, for me, for you, for me and you, right? So because I don't know what's going on, and because I'm on here sharing everything on here on the internet, that leaves you privy to information, right, about me that you want to use for trolling. But the gratification that you get is only for an instant. It don't last for a long time. Because eventually when you start lying, because you're doing this obsessive behavior, because you start lying because you're trying to create the drama, and then it's sad because when you try to create the drama off of a motherfucker who ain't even doing shit to create drama, and your shit goes flat, that means that you are obsessive and you trying to create the shit that ain't there. Does that make sense? Capri, what's up, baby? Do that make sense, y'all? I'm trying to make it make sense. Alright? So you got a TOB. That's a troll obsessive behavior person who's obsessive with it. And then they try to paint a picture of you, right? They try to paint the picture of you. Here we go. They paint the picture. You ain't did shit to these motherfuckers, though. The shit that get me is when motherfuckers go spear chucking and you ain't did nothing to them. That would equal to the response. You ain't did shit to them. And then the spear chucking continues. Right? You don't know how easy it is to get sucked in. It's so easy to get sucked in that shit. Cause I'm telling you now, I'm looking at Big Ron's channel saying, bitch, what you gonna say next? When before I wasn't even paying no attention. And I'm looking at this shit like, why the fuck am I looking at this bitch who don't even get a thumbs up on a motherfucking post? Like, why am I looking at this dumbass motherfucker who don't even know what the fuck is going on? And why is this bitch trying to stress up on me? Yeah, it don't even matter. Like, yo, do I have to get on here talking about Big Red Dookie every motherfucking day for the views? Like, do I have to always get on this motherfucker saying something about somebody? Can it just be a fucking conversation? No, it can't be. Because it's the shit. Hold on, I gotta get some ice. It's the shit. This lady that just subscribed to my channel, she said, what's your channel about? I said, everything and nothing. She said, what do you mean? I said, I do a variety of things on that shit. On that. I said, it's not even like it was when I first started. Like, it really isn't. Not even worth it. If you can't say nothing without it being, yes. You know, here, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's easy to be manipulated by motherfuckers out here, cause people got issues they self. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for people to try to manipulate you and try to get you to cross over to their way. But then when you start pulling back and start regressing and going on into yourself and just chilling the fuck out and really not making no waves, you know what I'm saying? It's because motherfuckers don't realize that when you make moves, I mean life moves, and you be expecting one thing, right? And it don't turn out like that. So you got to have the ability to like really bounce around, have yourself, y'all know what I'm trying to say. You gotta be versatile. You gotta be able to, you know, if this catastrophic thing happens, right, I gotta be able to maneuver my way, you know, to work shit out, right? But then you got, when you get on the internet and you try to use your podcast positively or try to use your channel positively, these motherfuckers will come back and they'll try to find some kind of way to put a screw in your shit. Like, I don't get the shit. I don't understand. That's why I'm like, she said, what's my channel about? I said, everything and nothing. Because a motherfucker make a move and shit, a bitch about to have a fucking conniption. You do something, the motherfucker want to say something about it. You know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up, it ain't about you. The fuck? If I wanted to get on this motherfucker and be on here for 5 hours and trudge through the mud, right? One thing, shout out to my girl True First. One thing on this motherfucker you gotta do is be consistent, right? I can't not like that, right? I'd have to do it in spurts, like during the winter when ain't shit else to do. You know what I mean? Or I need to just concentrate on doing one thing, right? But I can't, because I can't do it like that. I gotta have a variety of shit, because I just can't keep staying on the same shit. I gotta mix it up a lot. And it's only one channel that I want to do it on, this one. But when I started listening to old girl talking about, yeah, she needed $145 to make that rent. I'm like, what the fuck? When the fuck did that become the background to my foreground? It's so, ain't it? Cause you can't share shit. I mean, goddamn. I remember when I first started and B Love's Life was giving away, it was a giveaway. Anyway, people were in the comments. Excuse me, people were in the comments. I thought you said you was gonna do the giveaway. When you gonna do the giveaway? And I said in the comments, like, damn, y'all, give her a chance. She'll do it. Oh, you better not say you giving something away, because the motherfucker want to say something about that. So the one thing, like I was saying before I lost my train of thought, I never thought I'd see B Love Life clap back as much as she's clapping back now. Her patience done worn out to the thing. They done wore her completely the fuck out. There was a time when I said, right, I gotta get thick skin. The things she would talk about on her channel. Gotta get thick skin. Even on a panel with her and talking to people, it's gotta get thick skin. Don't look at what they say. It's gonna vex your spirit. But you know what I realized? After a row, even the best of them get tired of the negative Nancys and the fucking negative Normans and the naysayers and somebody always having to say something. Do y'all know they got an AI generated goddamn Facebook showing B Love looking big as a fuck, like 300 pounds? I screenshotted one of the things. I'm gonna put it on my post. It's gotta be a lie. Like, do you know they got all these different kind of damn groups talking about B Love, and it's all B Love big. It's all of this shit. Now you hear her saying, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and I'm still making my money, and that's it, and that's all. See, I'm listening to the beat. It's like, I'm sick of you, I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of you. That's what I hear. They getting on her damn nerves. She done ran. She's getting older now, okay? And she about ready to retire. She's like, I done had enough. But one thing they can't take from her is she made good gobs of money. They can talk about her all day long, but they can't say nothing about that bank. You know, that's the one thing to get up underneath people's skin. Is when you get to go getting money and get to go getting things and things go start looking up. You know, we fight so much on our regular life when it's lifing. Okay? We want a little escape just a little bit when we come to the internet. At least that's what I be thinking. Right? I be thinking I want a little escape. Here's some new people to talk to, because I don't like everybody. Y'all, I don't like everybody. I don't like everybody, and I'm a sociable person. Very outgoing and friendly. But y'all, in these days, I'm talking in these latter days, honey, I ain't liking people that much. See, they starting to get on my motherfucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Lady Marie? I don't like motherfuckers. I don't like people. Is it safe for me to be talk to y'all? It's safe for me to do this in things with y'all. Capri, who was the fifth person that got the damn glass? Because I'm trying to keep up. Lady Marie, Capri, Stacy, Tia, and who is the fifth person that got the damn glass, y'all? I can't think of it to save my life. Please, somebody go in the Discord and tell me who is the people. Is it Lady G? Fucking phone got me messed up. But I don't like people. And I'm going to tell you something else. Like, yup, because you never know, girl. And then you know niggas ain't loyal. And I don't mean niggas isn't black. I mean ignorant ass people. They ain't loyal. You know what's funny? They move funny. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they move funny. And see, and then you know you don't know. Because just like they talking to you, right, about this thing, look, let me tell y'all something. At work, this is a scenario. A person got paid on the side at work, right, for doing something for someone else, right? And they so snaky with it, they don't know that the person who got paid for doing the side work came to me and asked me, was it all right that they do it? Hell yeah. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's between you and them. But I would charge them this if they want you to do that. So the person that asked for it, right, that know to call themselves being sneaky, talked to the other person, and the person said, well, did you pay them yet? And the person said, what are you talking about? And they said, oh, I made a mistake. I had to chime in and say, don't worry about it. I already know. Quit being sneaky, you dumb motherfucker. Because you don't know who know what. It's so much easier to be straight up. Say what you're trying to do. Don't be sneaky. Because everybody's watching, everybody looking, and you don't know who know what. And then when you start saying shit out in the open and shit, motherfuckers find out that you was the one. You done told too many damn people, and that's how people found out you was the one. This is a small circle now I'm talking about. You know, where it's like, it's only 4 people involved. You had to ask me if you could do it. I'm the one that told you to do it. And I'm the one told you what to charge. But then when the person get ready to pay, they gonna try to pay in front of me. You know, it just gets kind of like shady. Like, well, I got a friend of mine right now going through some things. Right? And instead of giving her a hand up, or a handout, whatever you want to call it, instead of just saying like, I'm sorry I didn't mean to do that to you, but if you need my help, you know, here it is. Instead of recognizing what you did wrong and apologizing for it and giving the person the chance to forgive you for your indiscretion, it would be easier if you was just about yourself and went ahead and said you're sorry and go on ahead and get it over with. You know what I mean? If you really didn't mean it. But people who mean you harm, they don't say they sorry for the shit that they did to you. It be them ones. Right? People used to always, girls say, I'm tired of her playing that one song. That was my song. the roads in Harlem be the ones you closest to. It be them ones. It do. And then they sit up there and they act like they ain't did shit. And then instead of just saying, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I was just doing some dumb shit, you know. Forgive me, I had shit with me that day. You know, I apologize. You know what I mean? I know I was fucked up. You know, and then they call it, let's just call a truce, and the truce don't never ever be the truce. It's always coming back with some more shit because that person really like drama. Do people, y'all I know I'm all over the place with this conversation, but I'm trying to stick to the definition of a troll. Because I'm thinking that there's a lot of trolls out here that we ain't calling them trolls, but they really trolls, but we ain't calling them trolls. But they cobs. Troll, obsessive behavior. It makes you a troller. You a troll. You know, when people come into a conversation and they don't like your confidence, right? I have a problem with that all the time. Don't be mad because I'm sure of myself. Damn, can a bitch be sure of herself sometimes? Don't get mad at me because I'm okay with my fat ass being what it is. Don't get mad because I'm comfortable with I'm comfortable with myself. Why come you uncomfortable with yourself that you looking at me? You want me to be uncomfortable with myself, but I'm not. How you gonna make a motherfucker be uncomfortable with theyself when they not? You see what I mean? First of all, now y'all know, my girl, right? That's my girl. Now we became friends fast, we became close fast. That's my girl. Pam, in this building. You know why we became cool? This is where I knew she was not cut from the same cloth as other motherfuckers. They was giving her a hard time about playing music outside on the porch. On the lanai, where you know the umbrella things, the tables and shit, everybody could sit out there, common area. And motherfuckers were just so mad because she was doing it. And, you know, people don't let you do shit and seem like you getting along and being all right. They don't like to see you do it. Especially our culture, people, they can't stand it, okay? They got to one-up you. They always got to one-up you. All right? Except it was dealing with money. Money is always the root. Now, the girl come outside, the lady come outside, you know, manager, she music too loud, bop, right? So it was a whole big thing about this music situation. And so she stopped going out playing her music, and so then they started, you know, the other naysayers, the jealous ones, the ones that want to be like, cold want to be like you, the copycat, that copycat nation people, right? They want to go out there, you know, and I'm done and taking over, and then, you know, it becomes a competition, and then you just, fam, just like, never mind, okay. One day they out there playing the music loud as hell. I go in there and tell the music manager, I'm like, damn, they out there blasting the damn music, yo. She gets up out of her chair and she goes right out there and tells them, you know, about the music being loud. Now, the whole place down here in the Legacy said Michelle told that the music was loud. So this guy named, another guy named, you know, now, and one of the guys said, told Pam, well, Michelle told him that the music was loud. Guess what Pam said, y'all? Pam said, Michelle ain't said shit. I said it. And if they got anything to say about it, you tell them to come talk to me. Just that one action, she took it. Fuck y'all. I'm the one. So now, it's both of us. I said, you can't take it if I'm the one that did it. She said, no, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. I told him I said it. You tell him I said it too. I said, okay. So that's when I knew that that's my dog. See, people, you can tell when people do shit like that. Now she gonna take the ear beating from 99 motherfuckers. You understand about that damn music, right? Okay, cause I'm one with told him the music playing loud. You feel what I'm saying? Right, but she a rider. So right then and there, I was like, oh, girl, that's my motherfucking dog. That's fuck y'all. So see, that's the definition. When people was coming after you and she'll start playing music and then she'll find something else wrong she did wrong, and that's exactly what happened. Look, I ain't gonna lie, my sister been through some shit in a small amount of time. But I knew immediately from watching the actions that transpired in front of my face right around before I moved in here. I went to her and told her, anything you need with this wedding, you ask me. You know what I'm saying? So my intentions right then and there was like, nah, you ain't had no real friend, cause I'm the motherfucker that's a real friend. What's up, Miss B? She is the real deal, right, Danny? That's my dog, Danny. That's my motherfucking dog. I don't care what you say. That's my dog. I can depend on her. Like, I can truly depend on her. If I needed something, man, all I gotta do is call up Pam. And Jay, Brother Jay, both of them. I love them. I'd do anything for them because they've done a lot for me. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't find that in people nowadays. So when you get that kind of, camaraderie with somebody, you expect it to stay, to test the times. We might go through some ups and downs, but the love don't change, the friendship don't switch. You know what I'm saying? When y'all got family members that'll switch up in a goddamn minute when they get in front of each other. Y'all ever had that happen? You got brothers and sisters, and you know what brothers and sisters is tighter than the other brothers and sisters. And then, y'all know what I'm trying to say. And then when they get around each other, like when they ain't with each other, and they just alone, and the other brothers and sisters, they good. But when they get with the other brother and the other sister, and all of a sudden they become fucked up. They get all funny acting. What you say, current situation? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They get all funny acting. We're not doing that. But when you wasn't with Sister Suki, you was cool with it. Oh, now Sister Suki here, and you like, oh, well, so fuck out of here. Switch the fuck up is what you did. You a switch hitter. And then they get mad at you when you say, well, motherfucker, you didn't say that before. Then it's you because you done said it, and now you the bad guy because you telling the motherfucking truth. Y'all know how easy it is to get sucked up into some bullshit, and it just be that bullshit. And then they wonder why you shut down on them and you don't want to be bothered with them because everything you do with them, whether you accept their help, whether you accept anything they say, it's always an ulterior motive, another fucking hidden agenda and shit. The hell out of here, and do you be sucked back in to the same bullshit that you just got out of? Look, God is removing you from out of certain situations because you don't need to be in them. Whether it's family, friends, foes, funks, or whatever it is. He said, get out of the way. Get away from them. Keep shit going on. I'm not going over to Aunt Janie's house with Uncle Jim, okay? Fuck Aunt Janie. She was on that bullshit. I don't want to go because as soon as you go and then you leave, they'll say, oh, Tiffany said that she didn't like the ribs. And then the motherfucker goes, you know what I mean? It's just dumb shit. Shut up. And then if you say, well, you need me any help? Nope. Last time I got help from you was fucked up, and I had to pay a penalty for accepting the help from your monkey ass. So what makes you think I'm gonna make the same mistake twice? Like, oh, do people understand that you learn lessons and lessons be learned? And no matter how old your ass is, you still gonna learn lessons. But once you realize you being used and abused and served like hell, you realize I'm not going back down that rabbit hole with that motherfucker. Because the last time I went down there, I got burnt. Why would I go back down there again, please? Y'all, it's that troll shit. You acting like a troll. You're trolling around, starting shit. You trolling around, talking shit. You got obsessive behavior for trolling. You're a tob. You're a fucking troll, obsessive behavior motherfucker. And then they try to come to you. And then they try to play on your weakness. And then they try to look at shit. And then they sub, what's up, Flat? I hate when you remove yourself from a situation, you come back around and the person keeps digging and digging and digging and digging. Lady Marie, you are the, God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like, stop trying to fuck with me, because eventually you get cussed the fuck out, because I don't have time for that bullshit and that troll obsessive behavior shit. You get enough of it when you come on this motherfucker. So when you go in real life, you know you ain't getting ready to put up with it, because you done seen the forest before the trees, and this ain't nothing but a replay. You ever walked away from a situation and shit, like you go away to a motherfucker's house and you be gone, and you think maybe their house gonna change when you go back, and the dirt that was in it when you left is still there when you came back. Like where you got off at, you come back getting right on in the same position when you got off, but it's been years. And the text is talking about when you come. You tell them when the cows come home. I'm coming when the cows come home, baby. I'll be right there. Just still waiting. You keep on waiting. Keep setting people up to do shit. You know? Y'all ever notice that when you down and you ain't got shit, let's talk about it. When you ain't got no car, and when you had your car, you was riding everybody everywhere. But when the car broke down, nobody offered you a penny to get it fixed, and they was the one benefiting the most from your rides. You know what I'm saying? When you come up short for the car note, and you might ask somebody, can you help me out? These is one of the people you used to ride all the time. You think they slide you a 50 to help you out? Hell no. Hell no. Alright? Right? Period. Alright, check this out. I told people one time something happened to me, right? And I wind up in jail for cussing a motherfucking police officer out, right? It cost $250 to get me the fuck out. The money was at home in my house. Couple people got keys to the crib. All they had to do was go in there, look up under the mattress, get the money, take it down, get me out. You know you got family when it only costs $250 to get you out of jail, right? Why I didn't get out? Let that rest. But the main motherfucker that talked the most shit about motherfucker when it was time for me to get out, even though they threw the shit out, which is a good thing. I'm glad to say that actually was a good thing, because I went on here to court and they threw the whole fucking thing out. But what's up, Truth Hearts in the building? What up, sis? What Happy Sunday, girl. Love you too, boo. You like, she knows she don't like me. The uncle, honey, I was just saying it's true. I was just telling you the troll behavior. It's called a TOB. Troll obsessive behavior. Now, let me ask y'all something. Maybe I'm crazy. And truth hurts, why I got you in here. When did what you call him have a son that died? Old Big Red Dookie. when did she have a son that died? It must have been a play, son. Because I don't remember hearing anything about that. She's always confessed to having a son that would ride with her when it's time for her to beat people up and shit. But I ain't never knew it was one that had died. So she say. But y'all know what? The same thing that most of these trolls, right, put on you is really something that happened to them. Never. I ain't think so. I ain't think so. I ain't think so. I ain't think so. I'm just like, and then they all with condolences, and they talk about people playing on people's empathy and sympathy and all of that bullshit. Yo. Since I have gotten on my feet, y'all don't hear me saying nothing about nothing. Nothing about needing nothing. Look, I'm trying to give it back in the best way I know how. But what trips me out about just trolling on here, it's the shit in life that be giving troll vibes. Do y'all ever hear grown motherfuckers being so mad? I'm talking about old people, y'all. 68 and 74 and old like that. Being so mad at another person that they would pantomime spitting on someone. Like making the sound as the person goes past. Now see, y'all, I have a problem with things like that. Like I just had to cuss this man out about a month ago, right? Motherfucker come flying through the lobby talking shit, right? I mean, I'm telling y'all, I be trying not to, right? But I just boomed on that motherfucker. I just said, you dumb motherfucker, son of a bitch, you crackhead ass motherfucker. I just went off, right? And I'm realizing that I don't have no patience. My patience is thin. I'm not going to let you set me up again. You're not going to suck me into the same bullshit that we just left off of. I done already, would you please turn the corner? Can we have another scene? Can you put another backdrop up on that motherfucker? Why do it got to be the same goddamn road? And then I keep going down the same road 99 times. Now it is the 100th time, and I am saying I'm not going down that motherfucking road no more. You ain't gotta like me, goddammit. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to give a fuck about it. I don't want shit from you. I'm on my own, motherfucker. You're not sucking me the fuck back in to use me up and serve me on a platter. There comes a time in your life, y'all. I promise you, I'm 63 in November, y'all. I am flat. My boots is on the ground, okay? I'm kicking up dust out this motherfucker. I'm like, nope. Can you do it? Nope. Will you go over here and do? Nope. Can you do this? Nope. Is you gonna do? No, motherfucker, I did that already, and where the fuck did it get me? What the fuck I'm gonna go back and do the same goddamn? You must think I'm a motherfucking fool for love. Am I a fool? I love myself until I love myself too much to put myself through some more shit that I had already been through before. Either straighten up, fly right. I just had to check myself. Like, bitch, what are you doing going over here looking at this big, raw, fanned out motherfucking tall ass bitch for? When the fuck? Stop looking at this motherfucker. Okay? I'm hitting myself for it. Bitch, what is you looking at this nobody ass bitch for? Stop looking at this motherfucker. She don't hold no weight. And you know, you get, that's why I say I'm becoming a troll too. That's troll behavior, going over there looking at her and going over there commenting like, shut the fuck up, dumb bitch. Like, get the fuck, the best thing I can do is not give the bitch a view. See? I think when you sign up for your tenure on the internet, like most of us have, we started off trying to be polite and nice and kind and blah, 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 right? We tried that. And then here come the tobs, all right? And then here comes the behavior, right? And then we started simulating the same goddamn thing in another type of way, but it was the same definition. But then when we realized that, wait a minute now, motherfuckers, you getting your jollies off of my goddamn reaction. So how about you don't get no more? How about you don't get no more reaction? But I will talk about your dumb ass. Yeah, I do that. That's real easy. See, at one point when Helmet Head was hiding behind the screen before she had the camera slip, right? She was the same type of motherfucker. She's a top. She still is a top. Will always be a top, right? Even if she's banned in the USA, she's still a top, right? Even if she ain't got shit else to talk about but other people, she's still a top. She has trolling obsessive behavior. That's a disorder. And that disorder is easily infected through the waves of the internet. Because when you start going back and forth with that nigga, you become her. Same behavior. Same shit. But what I am confessing to do on this day is you bitches can't get no attention because you ain't got no traction. And whatever you trying to get off of me ain't much because I ain't got much traction. So nothing from nothing leaves fucking nothing. I wish a bitch would stop pressing up on a motherfucker, asking them about where and why and what and who and I don't give a flying fuck. Because at the end of the day, what you do, what you're known for, is how bad green. So see, that's a coward. That's like a scary motherfucking scarecrow ass motherfucker. That's scary. He's scary. And imagine how many motherfuckers, and I'm not talking about on the internet, I'm talking about that you got to deal with daily in your life. The big dookies of the world, the helmets of the world, all of these motherfuckers of the world, all of these dumb, simple, retarded motherfuckers of the world that you got to deal with in regular life and when you go to work. There is no escape. I promise you. Examine the motherfuckers inside and out. And the first wrong motherfucking move they make, don't forget it. Because they just a stone's throw away from doing it again. And because of your like for them, and your need to want to be friends and want to be cordial and want to get along overpowers your need to save yourself. Think about it. you gonna do the same motherfucking thing again. You don't give a fuck about me, but I'm gonna give more a fuck about myself. And don't return to the vomit. Y'all hear me? That's the message for today. Don't return to the vomit. And it's one of the hardest fucking things to do. Because our need to want to fucking protect ourselves and fight for ourselves sometimes overpowers our need to have common fucking sense. Don't go back for the pimp slap. Because that's all it's going to be. We already got enough to fight in with our own fucking blood, trying to get along in that way. And our friends that we call ourselves being friends with. But if a motherfucker show you who they are, goddamn, y'all, we gotta believe it as hard as it is to believe. We don't want to believe it because we got love for them. Don't be a troll for them, man. Don't be that troll. I'm telling you, if you ain't as old as me, if you're closest to age as me, I'm telling the truth. Love yourself more than anybody else. Love yourself like God loves you. Treat yourself like God loves you. God loves you unconditionally, so you love yourself unconditionally and love yourself enough to not go back to that bullshit because that's not on your level. That low level shit need to stay down there with them troll ass motherfuckers who creating it. Let them waddle in their own motherfucking barbaric behavior. Let them go ahead and do it. Tired of giving motherfuckers energy that don't deserve it and don't have to have it and don't need it and definitely think they want it and they just want it for their own self gratification and shit off of your sweat, blood, and tears. Fuck that. Bitch, you want it? Pay me, motherfucker. Bitch, run me my money, bitch. That's what you do for me. Pay me. And then for real, ain't enough motherfucking money you can pay me. Hey, self-preservation, being self-sufficient, self-reliant, self-confident, self-assured, and relying on you, you don't never disappoint you. That's the safest way to go. When I get up and I decide I'm gonna go to the dispensary and buy me some weed, I be giggling and laughing and playing my music, going to get it. That gives me pleasure. And I'm going to keep my little pleasures. Because soon as you go outside your door, you better be armed and dressed in the armor, honey, and fully aware. Because there's some demons out there and they're for real. Don't think they ain't real. And they will come in the form of your mother, your brother, your sisters, and your cousins. The devil will jump right in them. And you be looking like, what did I do? Nothing. Yeah. They walking around. You see, if y'all ever looked at the thing where they be showing the people in Philadelphia, they're like statues all fucked up. Off of that shit they selling now. Y'all better recognize this shit ain't no joke. People living vicariously by the seat of their pants, not wondering what's what or how. I got sucked back in Pittsburgh, but guess what? I wish somebody could call down them motherfuckers asking, how far is Michelle in on her rent? About 3 months ahead. Yeah. See, I ain't taking chances no more. I used to take chances, y'all. I used to take chances. But I ain't taking chances no more. I can't. And I can't go off of what somebody else is saying. I gotta go with sure, concrete shit at this point in my life. And everybody should be that way. Because this shit is loosey-goosey around this motherfucker. We struggling up in this bitch. Motherfuckers is going around undiagnosed with all kind of bipolar 2, bipolar 8 and shit. Running around here crazy than the motherfucker. Why the fuck I want to go to a club where they just shot up motherfuckers about 2 days ago? Now these fools will go right back in there. Tell you a 74-year-old woman pantomime spitting on somebody and use the words. See, that's a troll. You know, I haven't had a female in this building try me yet. It's because I went up against the loudest motherfucking security guard in the building. Y'all remember him? Tito bottle drinking motherfucker. And then there's another loudmouth motherfucker that tried me and he got it too. No punk over here. I don't give a fuck who you are. I do not tolerate disrespect of any kind. Not in my real life. Not in life. These motherfuckers get a chance to be disrespectful because they hide behind screens and addresses and places and locations. But trust, if I knew locations, I'd be riding up that motherfucker to front off on you right in your face. I'm one of them type of bitches that want to reach out and touch. That shit probably ain't gonna never go away in me. But half of these motherfuckers on the internet to be talking all this bullshit ain't gonna back it the fuck up. Bipolar 10, you understand? I don't give a fuck. So see, I think pretty much all of these older females up in here that go for bad, at least the ones that do, and it's only a few, know not to step to me, motherfucker. Cause you ain't gonna want this. This ain't what you want. You know. And I just used to be really, really, really nice about shit. I still don't say nothing. But you got one time. Watch that motherfucking tone. Because I don't talk to people like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always run around talking about, oh, they scared of her. How the fuck you gonna be scared of a motherfucker on the internet that can't touch you? They scared her. They scared up here. They don't say nothing to her. What the fuck, bitch? Say something. And then you'll find out that I'm the one that's not in any fear of your old ass. I will snatch your dentures out your mouth and throw them across the street. Purposely go in your mouth and snatch your dentures out and throw them across the street to keep your motherfucking mouth from running. Oh shit, you need to stop. I just visualized myself pinning the old motherfucker down on the ground and snatching their motherfucking dentures out their mouth and throwing them on the ground. The bitch, shut up! Say something else. Pop them hearing aids out your motherfucking ear. Nah, I better not do that because then you won't hear me cuss your ass out. Pam, Hub, and Jane tell me I need anger management. I probably do. Because, you know, these motherfuckers get away with saying shit. And they used to people just walking away, you know? But y'all, we ain't in those times. People ain't walking away. Fuck all of the pew-pews and shit they be having and unaliving people and all that. Nah. Even in a fucking regular old fucking ass grocery store. That motherfucking man said something. I said, shut the fuck up. See, they don't expect you to say no shit like that. Me, I come right out cussing. That's why I pray to God every day, please stop me from cussing. Because the first thing out of my mouth is, shut the fuck up, you dumb motherfucker. I don't even give them a chance, yo. They don't even get a chance. Because as soon as you try to come off on me on some fuck ass shit, I'm cussing you out. There's no second chances, no rearranging it, none of that shit. I'm cussing you out. There's one lady in the line. You know how when you be in the line and people be too close to you? So, you know, I just started backing up a little bit. And the lady said, oh, excuse me. I said, yeah, just back up a little, if you don't mind. She said, oh, was there something you was trying to get? I said, no, you just a little bit too close to me and I need a little arm's length because I can like feel your breath on my neck. And she looked at me and frowned her face up. Oh, well, we're not in COVID times, she said. And I said, now y'all, I asked you to back up and give me an arm length. Give me 6 feet, okay? I didn't ask you whether it was COVID time or not. I'm just asking you to back up a little bit because you're breathing on my neck and it's too close. Well, there's no more further back that I should go. I said, yeah, you're right. Just, you know, okay. So I let it go. I went in line. The lady moved up. I don't move up. She says, well, could you please move up a little bit more? I turned around so quick, y'all. Because it was like tick, 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 boom. And when I turned around, I just started screaming at this bitch. Y'all, all I remember saying is, if you don't shut the fuck up and get the fuck away from me and quit saying fucking shit about the goddamn line, you will get to the register as soon as the fuck I'm done. Now say something else before I punch you in your mouth. I went there, like, whoop, 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 whoop. And the little worker was like, hold on, man. I told her to back the fuck up. But she keep wanting to be in the peanut gallery. Then she want to tell me when to move. Don't tell me when to move. The lady is still waiting on another motherfucker. I'm going up there next. She better not get behind me. I don't have no patience. I'm not tolerating no bullshit from nobody. I'm not tolerating no little snare glares and fucking snarky ass remarks from nobody. I don't give a fuck who it is. Grandmama, mama, I don't give a fuck who it is. So if I'm like that and my patience is thin and I'm ready to cuss motherfuckers out, I can just imagine how crazy motherfuckers are. We gotta be careful of the trolls that are in our real life, that is out here walking the streets, that has the same troll obsessive behavior that these motherfuckers got on the internet. Because remember, them motherfuckers is in real life somewhere walking around with that fucking tob on their ass, okay? But know that there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that got it like that times 20. Now, just like you witnessing people, and the only person I could probably equate shit, like I said to y'all, is of losing of the patience, is B. And B Love's life is losing her patience for these motherfuckers that's talking shit. And if you notice her video, she's clapping at more and more. Because she done had enough of the fucked up comments, the fucked up accusations, and all of the other shit that comes from being successful on the internet. I say this and then I'm going to up off of here. They can be mad, and people got all kinds of different situations going on would be the reason why they like her or don't like her, right? But the one thing they can't say about her ass is that she was not successful on this motherfucker, and if she retired next year, she's straight. But she had to take a whole lot of in order to get there. Anybody consistent on this thing that has shared part of their life on this thing has been a victim of a TOB. A troll, obsessive behavior motherfucker. And it ain't gonna stop. But I will commit myself to this. And not giving any fucking credence to a unscreened on motherfucker that can't even come on screen. I ain't doing that. You are nobody hearing nothing. And everything you've done has failed. And so why pay you any more attention? Look, y'all be nice, y'all be kind, y'all stay blessed. Remember, each one reach one so that each one can teach one. We got one love, y'all. And that's God's love. And we're lucky just to have just one. Y'all, I do not know the fifth person who got the glass. Lady Marie, Tia, Stacy, Capri, who is the fifth person? Please be looking in the mail for y'all stuff. The man said it takes, what'd he say, 5 to 7 business days. I put no insurance on it. So, okay. You, Miss B, it was you. Miss B, you had the one that was all gold. Was your glass was the one that was all gold, Miss B? Thank you, Lady Marie. Y'all don't have access to the Discord yet, because then I'll be in there and get it. Oh, you still waiting for me? Okay, somebody's I already made and sent to him, and I don't remember who it is. I didn't put the name on the tracking number, but it still says it's in transit, so I'm out of here, y'all. Remember, God, we got one love, y'all, and that's God's love. And we're lucky just to have that one. I'm going to start making yours today. I love y'all. Thanks for joining in. And remember the definition of a troll. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace out.